Welcome back to Pyre. I'm dear darling, and let us lead a band of exiles to freedom and absolution. Where last time, we've done all the story elements. Now we've interacted with everybody, chatted with everybody, I believe. And I assume now we have to just start the trial. Sorry, not the trial, the rite. What's this? Oh, was that loading symbol? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else particularly we can interact with. I assume once we do more stuff, when we're in different areas, we have more things we can go to. But for now, you reach a celestial landmark. Now get everyone prepared. Everything and everyone prepared. Interact to begin your first true trial. I assume it's going to be quite easy because this is the first one, but here we go. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiment of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you, there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we travelled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. Look at that smoke billowing out of that creature's snout. Oh, never mind. Ooh. It's a weirdly shaped star. It's like almost a star, but we didn't do that last connection. We go upwards instead, which I wonder if that's meant to be symbolic or something. We've got to reach Rite to extinguish adversaries Pyre using the celestial orb that falls from the sky. Of course, we know that. The stars align at last. So I wonder who's each of those stars. Nice. Well, who are we fighting against? Other exiles or the accusers? What does that even mean? Ooh, terrain. Alright, so I don't know how many we had to do in freedom. Okay, so everyone looks like headwind. 100. Who do we start off as? The stars are aligned, your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others also clad in raiments, your adversaries and rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Night Wings grace us with their presence. Is that us? The name of Triumvirate in blue. It seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. Oh, okay. I see the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves, save for a man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Villain! Or, potentially, future ally. Surprised to see the old Lendl again. I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. He's apparently the exile triumvirate you encountered in Ridge of Gold. Never had I come so close to freedom only for you to dash my hopes. But you can just keep doing it again and again, can't you? Now I and the accuser shall repay that affront. An exile triumvirate clad in gold. The leader harbours ill will for something he thinks you did. He shuts his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. Do we get to say something cool beforehand? No? Alright. It is time. From the shadows you clutch a book of rites and focus on the task at hand. I don't know who we start as, but I assume we're going to run in here immediately, Oh. I forgot. We do that. We'll pass to you and we'll be like, meow. Meow, meow, meow. You want to try and stop me? I'm just going to instead run straight past you because you're doing a horrific defense at defending. And we don't have our dude for a little bit of time now. Oh, God. I forgot what the button was. These guys are terrible. Whee! Oh, no. Wait, what? What? I got... Oh, I passed. I didn't mean to do that. No. No thanks. Right, pass. That's the wrong button. But I let him take you over and I grabbed it. Alright, I'm not doing very well, I'm going to be honest. We'll just backflip into it instead. It kind of seems like you can just rush it down so fast. No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil and rage. Are they gonna... We flustered him. We rattled them. They mean to draw us out. Then we just had to run more circles around them. Hold B to fling objects. Fling the orb into the pyre. Oh. Nope. Doesn't really matter to me. Unless he wants to join our team, then... So we can chuck... Ah! Interesting. Oh, we get less points. But maybe we don't get exiled? We don't get exiled! Oh god. Is that guy an idiot? I suppose so. So interesting. We can choose to slam dunk it, or we can choose to launch it in, should we so choose. And launching it is pretty good because we don't get abandoned, you know. So maybe it's a good idea to launch it now. Oh god, that was a bad idea. Alright, play it slow, play it slow. See, they seem much more intent on strategically allowing people to moving people up, and I'm just kind of like, whatever. I don't know if that's necessarily the best idea, but I'm just sort of doing whatever. This is the time to really sort of figure out what we want to be doing. Oh, that's not a button. What's left trigger? Oh, I tried to dash. Ooh. The amount of times we just jump into Pyre is surprising, I suppose. I forget we can dash. Slam dunk it. No! I'm so bad. Ooh, that was almost a double cast. I just kind of want to keep you here just in case. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'll just walk past you, I guess. Resplendent. Oh, we should have just tossed it in. Because we didn't need to get that point. We need to land another point anyway. Ooh, look at that. Utterly destroyed. Oh no, I got utterly destroyed. Should we let you get a slam dunk in? Oh, I forgot what button was. I'm going to be honest. Okay, I just got to get used to what the button is. Okay. So jump is X and B is cast. Jump is X, B is cast. But we did it. We prevailed. The Nightwings win. Alright, this dude didn't need to rub in like that. I think it's a pretty good victory, to be honest. Good job, us. Good job, team. Woo! We did it. Your deceit may avenge you your hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness. And when we next meet, you will rule the day. Rue the day, sorry. Ooh, look at this. Conducted Rite. What particle prevailed in Rite? Okay. Joe Dario. Okay. We've withstood worse nights in this, though few are strange. Only enlightened can regain their freedom. Okay, so I assume that means we had to get everyone to max, like, XP, max level, for them to be able to actually reach our absolution. Ooh, choose a mystery. Mastery for Joe Dario. Sins of a Fallen Emperor. Rite's mastery is enhancing a demon's strength and physical prowess. As he fell into the downside, Solioma understood the last of his consequences of his hedonistic reign. Ah, so, okay, so this person is based off Solioma. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Rite's mastery is enhancing a demon's spirit and sheer force of will. The Fallen Emperor Myr moved past his many failings as a man, achieving selfishness in exile. So we only get 5 ascensions. Sorry, 5 enlightenments. 5 ranks? So I assume we can only get one of these maxed out. Now, I don't know what the optimal strategy is, so I'm just going to vibe with it. After using a rush to lunge forward, Joe Dario can rush again right away. That sounds pretty good. Myr's more ambitious predecessor subsumed one culture after another in the name of the Empire. I wonder if we can respec these or not. Oh, this is probably a branching path. We can only choose one of these, maybe. When landing from a jump, Joe Dario briefly stands nearby adversaries, making him drop your. That doesn't sound that useful yet, but a wayward glance or passing whim was cause enough for condemnation by the Emperor Myr. Brazen Manner. For 7 seconds after saluting her adversaries, Joe Dario deals an additional 10 damage to the adversary's pyre. Press Y to salute during the rite, so that's some sort of like ability we can use. Okay. The Emperor Myr lived for years in blissful ignorance of a disorder festering throughout his empire. That does not seem as useful because it's quite difficult to get you to score a lot of the time because you're so slow. Joe Dario can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. That sounds pretty cool. I would banish the stars themselves if they shone any brighter. Solioma Myr after great revelry. So these actually synergize quite well with each other, it seems. Because this makes it easier. This gives you more points basically when you score, and this makes it easier to actually go and be offensive with her, because even though she's slow and she doesn't dodge anymore, she can now offensively banish people who try and attack her. After banishing an adversary, Joe Dario instantly recovers all her stamina. That seems okay, I guess. Solioma Myr relinquish comfort, lineage and title, yet still cling to life. That seems a bit niche, I think. Joe Dario permanently gains +4 presence, raising the size of her aura. Interesting. We have such Predilections held in check only by law of conscience, Solia to Kyoma. Enduring Flame. At the start right, Jodara's Pyre automatically gains plus 35. That sounds really good. Jodara cannot gain this mastery. On the downside, Solia sought to expel the darkness in his being, but found right cannot. This is basically we get +2 goals potentially scored on us. +2 health allowed. Any adversary banished by Jodara will take 30% longer than usual to return. So this turns into our ultimate like goalkeeper. Okay, so what I'll say, I think if I could get the choice, I would take this one and these three. Seem like the best. I don't think I want to go on the offensive with her. I think I'm totally fine with her being the defensive tank that we need, so I'm going to choose this one.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
And then the other two will level up after the next rite, I suppose. Press to continue. B. Okay. After rites, the accuser disappeared in the darkness. As you return into the wagon in the still night sky, you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onwards. So that guy, Lodria or something? Oh, the longer you charge, the more pyre damage you deal if the orb flies true. Oh. So from further away we do it, the better. What is this? What? What's that? What was that weird blue wiggly thing? Oh, well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real, and we're in. Get on out of here, club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free. Until we are free. Until we're free. Here. Sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. Why does he hate us so much anyway? Anyway, guess we better start packing. So, Lendl himself was apparently very close to freedom, but we took it from him somehow, I guess. Well, I was going to say that we probably beat him in a rite or something. But clearly these three have never played in a rite before, so I don't know what happened. I suppose something outside that sort of ceremony happened. As others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you. Reader, come walk with me while the stars are still out. Sure. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Hedwyn asks to know if anything has troubled you. Ask why he was exiled. Ask how he got this wagon. Ask why you cannot conduct a rite to yourself. Ask what happens if you refuse to help. Okay, I'm not going to ask that. This I'm curious about. That seems a bit harsh to go in, like, immediately. What happened to the wagons? Yeah, I think I'll ask this one. How did this all begin, then? You ask Hedwyn how he and his companions managed to come into possession of his black wagon, and what happened to its former owners. He maintains eye contact and smiles. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you about it on the way. Alright. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons towards the fading dark above. You gaze at the stars. Seek out your destination. Goal the South Star. Oh, we're drawing out the symbol. Wait, does that mean we've only got 8 rights to get everyone? Oh, so maybe we don't get more party members. Because there were 8 stars in that symbol. It goes like here, then like up here, then down here. I can't really remember. If we're drawing it out, actually no, I don't remember this one being here, but if we're drawing it out, then that means we only get 8 rights to get everyone ascended, I suppose. Jomur, the Dusk Star. The Dusk Star burns bright over ancient springs of Jomur Valley. Interact to determine the location of the next rite. Are there any new ones? I assume there's probably not going to be any new ones until we... Oh! Sakifor, the Olden Star. The star of a whistling prince. Those born under it possess a natural exuberance. Oh, there's even more. Cassius, the Olden Star. Star of a 7th Jester. Those born under it tend to be rather complicated. Complicated? Why'd you have to make things so complicated? Pyre, Star of a Wooden Watcher. Those who born under it are mysterious and alluring. Torvand of the Olden Star. Star of a Great Oarsman. Those born under it are cool, calm and collected. Verdan, the Olden Star. Star of a Broken Bowyer? Those born under it are steadfast or narrow-minded. Alright. So those are stars, and who knows exactly what... Ooh, is that a scorpion crushed by a meteor? Who exactly our current travelling bandmates are? That's a long way north and west. Oh, we'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. He turns to the others. How's it going, Rookie? Emp's fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody? No signs of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. Then let's get some rest. We're headed to the Spring of Jomur. At dawn, we're off. Spring of Jomur, according to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. Alright. Continue your journey. Now I want to go inside the wagon first to talk to everyone and have a sip of water, if you don't mind me. because sometimes you get thirsty. So status nearby. Investigating outside. Hedwyn does most of the cooking. Sniffing the air. We can't seem to interact with his mother and uncle. You sense Jodario's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Reader, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something now that you're here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? No, not really. You seem like a nice person, to be honest. You consider the question. You've never before met someone like her, but do know something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years. In minutes she can be a bit intense to deny feeling that way. From what you know of her as far, you sense no need to feel afraid of her. Exactly. You say nothing. I don't think I'm not scared of you. I have no reason to be. Why am I going to judge you on how you... I mean, I suppose if you're trying to present yourself to be imposing, then perhaps I'm not the best test subject because, you know, I have a computer screen between us two. But you tell her that, although you do not do not yet know each other well, you do not fear her, and on the contrary, feel safer in her presence. Truly. In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me, yeah, if you survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. Fair enough. She walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. Jodario gained 1 hope of the next rite. Ah, okay, so these conversations we can have will affect exactly what stats we might get and what boons, so we need to be careful about which ones we choose. But I'm just going to choose which ones fit the story I think best, rather than necessarily anything else. Do we have another page? We don't have another page. So this one we know pertains to Jodario, so I assume this is meant to be reflective of her own story. But maybe this is how they met Jodario? I don't know. But the last to join the scribes. This is the first exile. But he was the last to join the scribes. Which I wonder if that's meant to be reflective on Jodario's future story. Maybe she's going to be the last to ascend or something. I don't think we can do anything about this stuff or interact with anything in particular. Still want to know about his minstrel. He's just sort of vibing here. No one's really even commented on him yet. So I guess we'll just continue our journey. And now if we can, we'll go back through Ruki's area. You've not yet been to his region downside. Ruki knows this mountain pass through to an arid region further north. We can't seem to look around, so I guess we'll just go here. Interesting. Intriguing. It's a very animated animation. No, animated animation, what was I saying? A bouncy animation is what I'll say, this cart. I do enjoy it quite a lot. These sceneries are so beautiful. Look at these colours. The climate here in Joma Valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? So this is a new party member, I suppose. Oh, look, you're making the star sign. That constellation that we're meant to have. So I'm going to predict you're going to be some sort of seer of some kind. She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you crossed a ridge. Her manner is odd, but sense you means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedwyn. Oh, come on, you can't be serious, Jodie. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jodie. Jodario approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any one of us, but at present we have room for you, and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jodario leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You are so kind. You are most kind to someone you just met. Like me, may the 8 scribes smile upon you all. 8 scribes and revere them as gods, believe them they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myth and legend. She claps her hand, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this, and leads in close to Hedwyn. Hey, what gives? First to read it, now we're taking her along. What, we're going to take every drive imp we find now too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one along. Who? Sandalwood? The apparent name was some mysterious informant of Hedwyn, Jodario, and Ruki. I thought you said he'd asked we'd find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Ah, so that's what we're doing. We're trying to expand their troop. and they have all these masks, which are, I guess, some sort of destiny, and they need to find these people to fit them. I bet they're trying to find 5 other people to make a band of 8. I mean, I get no points for deducing that 8 is rather an important number in this game, it seems. He asks that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now, exactly. We want to lay low. So, I can come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty, and a little tired too. What's your name? Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just, back home, they call me lots of names, like, for the colour of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got grey hair? That's it. My name, it rhymes with grey. My name, it's just they call me lots of names. Is your name May? You sense a girl is struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. You think that you can help a stowaway girl make peace of her name. May, K, Faye. She looks like she could be a May, doesn't she? She does look like she could be a K. She could definitely be a Faye, of that you have no doubt. You suppose that name could be Day. Her name could be Xay, however uncommon it might be. She looks like she could possibly be a Shay. She could be a Ray as well, perhaps. Consider other possibilities. There's several other endings of names. Well, I said May immediately, so I guess we'll call you May. You suggest that the stowaway's girl name is May. Why, that's it. My name is May. My name is May. So that's interesting. You get to choose her name. Where I'm from, they call me May the Mean Touched. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part, because I didn't really like it. She's a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and unshakable sense of curiosity. Your fellow exiles decide to bring May along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. May joined the group. She's tired but excited. Welcome her aboard. I wonder what she's like then. And I'm trying to think. Okay, so she's probably going to be weird, you know. She's going to be like the Trixie sort of character. I bet she can teleport with her dash, and I bet she exiles in an AoE around her. If that's right, I'm going to look like a psychic. The Black Wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of a Jomia Valley. Your companions wish to hold up here for the night, to give May and all of you a little time to rest. Sounds like a plan. Consider your options. I want to go back in the Black Wagon. So what do we have to know where May is? Attic ladder. Do you have no... You don't have a... She doesn't seem to have a belonging of which we can discover where she should go. But I guess I'll quickly just... I want to see what Oh, okay. She's not... Oh yeah, so we only got a room of 4 there. So okay, she's not actually joined our party, so maybe she doesn't? No, I don't believe the fact that she won't join our party. She's absolutely going to join our party. Hello, May. She seems to have something on her mind. May seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, miss. You're the one who knew my name. You guessed it right. You did? Thank you for your hospitality. I've been eating with the imps and talking to you of the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day, but I'm older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls up my hair at times. I don't like it very much, but he's family. I'm happy to be here with family. So you're some sort of druid, it seems. Or someone who can... or thinks you're a druid, I suppose. I thought that I had lost them all again, but I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped now, haven't we? But I should go outside to dance, in case the scribes are watching. Bye, miss. Bye. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. She's very whimsical, isn't she? I don't see anything yet else that we can interact with. So, interact. I love that little animation. What's back here? I don't even... Is this just like another door? I guess we'll go out and consider our options. I don't think we have anything else to interact with. Ooh. I like this weird sort of like shimmery effect which is going on. Having picked your camp with companions, for once it seems like you have some quiet time to spare. Interact to resolve this event. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jodari motions for you to join them. Best get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. I think we'll do that. Or you could teach us more of what you know. Prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps a sense of isolation while away. Oh, Jodario must have got more enlightenment points because we chose her route, right? At certain junctures, you may choose from several vocations. Use what time you have. Forage for resources. Search for surrounding area for valuables to add to your black wagon stash of goods. Interact to forage for resources. Forage for resources at a time. I can't read. Study in private. Hone your skills as a reader to grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles doing your rites. Okay, that sounds actually pretty good. Mentor a companion. Teach your fellow exiles a way of old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. Okay, so this is probably get items. This is get everyone's XP up, and this is give XP to someone in particular. I see. Well, we don't have. Maybe foraging for resources is the best idea. I kind of want to see what study in private is, just so we can understand what it means to us, because these two I think are most clear to me what they're going to do. So I want to do this early, just to sort of understand what this means. You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites with undivided attention. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Attribute bonus you bestow on all of your fellow exiles who participate in rites. Seems like global boons seem better to me than necessarily individual ones, but we can use a right one if maybe like one of the members is falling behind in XP or something. The triumvirate whose reader is well attuned to the book and has an inherent edge against adversaries. And the left one I suppose would be to get like maybe what was we called, medallions or amulets? Focus on which part of the Book of Rites. Each point of hope slightly reduces. Oh, okay, so these are. Ah, okay, cool. Exile's banishment duration. That sounds pretty good. Move slightly faster. Aura. See, I'm actually kind of tempted to do aura a little bit, because we saw in the previous one that we were fighting against people who had the exact same aura size as whatchamacallit, Headwind, right? So if we do one increased size of aura, then we'll basically have an aura which is one size bigger than any enemies which are the same as us, like Headwind, in this regard, which means that we will basically have priority over them whenever we attack them. Speed, I think, is also just generally good. Speed might be better to start off with, I think. What's glory? Oh, that's how much damage we do. Okay, so this is just sort of like general buffs and boons. So this is probably the one we want to do, as many choices as possible. The study one until we get all of these maxed out. And then once we do that, then I suppose we can do the other ones to fill in the gaps. Okay, I think speed might be a good one. You concentrate on your knowledge of 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from a book or from within you cannot tell. You gain a reader's influence, celerity. Okay. We don't know how big a deal that is, I suppose, but seems like there's nothing else we can do inside. Nope. Okay, so we'll just continue on a journey. I don't think we'll have enough time to do another one of the rites, but we'll see. The path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn. The choice of where to go over to you. May seems enthusiastic for whichever route you chose. Glue Hive and Fall Flat. The north route across the Dromia Valley passes the remains of a hive titan. May believes those who travel this path shall be as strong as the goal of 8 scribes. The south route across the Dromia Valley is riddled with barren rocks and bone. Shall be swift. Okay, so this is some sort of boon we get. Do we want to be strong? Which is going to be... We're going to be exiled for less, or we're going to be swift. I want to be swift. Because being exiled for shorter in duration doesn't matter so much if when you slam dunk it you get exiled for until you score again. So I think really what this lesson is, we should really be trying to go for those free throws a bit more often if we can. May is behaving stranger than usual as you traverse a desolate sprawl of Fall Flat. This was the path that journey Many-Mane, sick with the 8 scribes of a Book of Rites, known as a brave or Alpha Chief. An Alpha Chief that united recurs under a single banner and charted half a known world. Oh, okay. Ran across so many times, can you not feel his presence, him and all his friends, here in the sand and in the air and all about? At first you pay little heed, for later you observe your fellow exiles seem to have more of a lightness in their step. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. You gain +1 quickness for the next rite. Okay, so these are only temporary. So it's a bit of like a roguelite. Well, it's not really a roguelite, I suppose, because it's got a campaign mode, but still. We can get boons here and there. And I wonder what strength does. And I wonder if maxing out on speed is going to end up being a bad decision, but we'll see. En route to the spring of Jomir, you hear all about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. Alright. Page revealed the last emperor. Ooh. Where you can trade your forage goods for things of greater value. Interact with browser wares. Well, I kind of want to chat with everyone first. The Lone Minstrel. So we got another page on our book. Oh no, we got more in this book. Well, okay, inspect. How many, the last emperor, words of Golathanian, the Master General. How many nations did I scour in the name of Soliamer? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legion swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Soliamer paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished their autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day, he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. Is this him? I don't think we have anything else to interact with, so we'll just talk to him. Hedwin motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easy as going as ever, you sense his contemplative mood. You're wondering about his wagon. It's a long story, but I'm going to keep it short. You last long enough of a downside, you start to hear a lot of crazy things. One of the crazy things I've heard one day is that there's a group of exiles out there fighting one another for their freedom. Under the stars, while wearing masks and dresses. Everyone I was with just laughed, but something about the story stuck with me, and I started to do some digging. Got in touch with Jodie, who I knew. She got in touch with Ruki. He knew who to ask, and it turned out I knew how to answer. That's when we got in touch with our contact, Sandalwood. We talked only through messengers, never met in person. I must have gained his trust. He told me to go searching in the sandfolds. Exiles cast down river wash up on the southern edge of a downside in an unlivable waste. Exiles who survive a river journey are then left to struggle here. Gave an exact location. Told me to bring my friends, then he said to get a reader. The wagon was almost completely buried when we found it. The minstrel was out cold in the corner, just the way you saw him. The rest, you know. So the wagon isn't ours, the robes aren't ours, and I don't even know who the Nightwings are. So we've assumed his identity. One day, maybe we'll meet up with our informant and learn more. But now you know as much as any of us do. So you're very much not going to know. So that's how we got here. How we met you. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. See you later on. Interesting. He nods at you and heads out, leaving you there in the black wagon. Do you think this is him? This is your liaison? That'd be quite a twist. But I think we're going to round off this episode here, because we reached half an hour, and I guess next time we'll be going into this market. So for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Pyre, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join my Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now it's farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.